Hi. So, not too much to report here, but I just wanted to give a little update. In my last video, I talked about how I wanted to try and reduce some of the off-gassing that's happening inside of my teardrop trailer. And I haven't gotten too far with it just yet. But I am in my trailer right now at my storage place, and I just came over here today with my sample of the Safe Coat hard seal, which you paint over your existing wood and cabinetry, and it's supposed to help stop some of the off-gassing of the chemicals. And so I just came over here and I used up the little bottle that they sent me as a sample. It was just $6, including shipping, and I was able to paint both my doors here. And it was very easy to apply, and you just do a thin coat, and it left kind of a nice semi-gloss actually, which I like better. So what I had before was just dull, and so I like this semi-gloss coat that it did. So they recommend that you do 2 coats at least. 3 is even better. So I only had enough in the sample size to actually just do the 1 coat, and only on the doors. So I'm going to go ahead now and order the quart size, and that should be able to do the entire interior. No need to do the exterior, of course, but at some point I may want to do the kitchen too, because when I went to go open up the door just now in the back, the kitchen galley, I was again just hit with that strong smell. I mean, it's just so overpowering. So I may want to do the kitchen at some point. But that to me isn't as problematic as inside here, because of course I'm sleeping in here for a good 8 to 10 to 12 hours if I'm hanging out in here. So that to me is the concern. There's not a whole lot of airflow here. I just have that little window there behind me. The window on the door does not open. And then, I have this little vent above me. Actually, it's a big vent, and I can open it up all the way. So it's a little hard, though, to get the cross ventilation in here. I only have that small window there. So in any case, I need to let this dry, and then when I get the quart size of the hard seal, then I will apply that, and at least try and do 2 and 3 coats. But I'm glad my little trailer is small, because it won't be a very big job, so it's going to be quite easy for me to do. And it was actually kind of fun. So I haven't painted anything in such a long time, but it was forgiving because it's just kind of a clear coat. So in any case, that's what's happening with that. And I'm trying to figure out my bed situation. I actually looked up the company of the bed that's already in here to see if they happen to have the certification. I mentioned it in my last video about this certification called CertiPure. There's other certifications as well. There's GOLS, GOLS, and Ecotex, or I don't know how you pronounce it, Ocotex. And that's another good one. When you're looking at textiles, it's good to buy products that have the Ecotex on them. In any case, I found out that this memory foam is actually a CertiPure certification, which means it's not off-gassing toxic chemicals. So conceivably, I could keep this and sleep on it, but it is a queen size, and that is bigger than I want. I wanted to cut this down to more like a twin size or a small twin size, and that will give me room to put a toilet in here and be able to store more in general. So initially I thought, okay, well, I'll just cut down the bed, this existing bed, but I've kind of decided that it would probably be too much of a hassle. It's pretty thick. It's like 6 inches thick, and me trying to do it by myself and lift this floppy bed around and try to do it, I just think it would be too difficult. So I actually have it up on the marketplace right now, Facebook Marketplace, trying to sell it, and then once it's sold, I will bring in a smaller bed in here. I did kind of a silly thing don't judge me too harshly, but you know, you live and learn. I mentioned in the last video that I like latex mattresses, and so I was thinking I would get kind of a hard foam as the foundation and then get a latex topper for the top. But they're expensive, you know, even a topper, a twin size topper is like $250. And I'd rather not spend that kind of money. And they're also heavy, which is a consideration when I'm towing. So but in any case, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try a latex topper first. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll do something else. Well, I happened to see one on sale on somebody selling one on Facebook Marketplace, and I went to go purchase it, and I brought it home, and well, it was pretty heavy, and then it also had a smell to it. So I'm like, I think this would kind of drive me crazy. I didn't know what the smell was coming from. It had been used about a year before with the other owner, and so I don't know what the smell was. But again, I have a sensitive nose, and I just thought, no, I cannot actually sleep on this. I don't think so. So I ended up having to sell that. I turn around and sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and that worked out really well. I lost a little bit of money, but not much. And so my next strategy is to buy a trifold foam mattress that has the 30 Pure certification, and then try that in here that with maybe a one of these like fiber filled toppers, and they can be cheap. They're like under $100. I've seen them for, you know, even on sale for $30. So I love Amazon for that reason. You can buy things, and if you don't like them, you can always return them. So it's nice for that. And so that's where I'm at. So I want to get this painted in here with the safe seal, and then I want to get the new bedding in here, and then hopefully I can start camping in June. I'm starting to get some, one of my jobs that I do is pet sitting. And I'm starting to get the bookings right now for the summer, so I'm trying not to overbook myself because, you know, I want to have time for camping. So it's hard to resist, because this morning it was so fun. I went up to this ranch. Well, I don't know if you call it a ranch or a homestead or a home, a farm or what, but on this pet sit, I would not only be taking care of a small little terrier dog, but I'd also be taking care of baby goats and chicken and perhaps the horses, although she says she has somebody come in and take care of them. But if for some reason that person didn't show up, then I would need to take care of the horses, which I've never done that before. So she showed me how to do the hay, and you know, it shouldn't be that hard or anything, but I'm a little afraid of horses because if they bite you, it seems like they could really do some damage. So I probably won't be reaching my hand out to try to pet them, but I love looking at them. But I think it would be a really fun sit to do. It's going to be in June. So yeah, that's something that I'm hoping to do if I do decide or am able to go out onto the road full time. I know of somebody who all she does is pet sit and go from one house to the next all over the United States, and she absolutely loves it. And she says it can be hard because you've got, you know, it's a lot of getting used to somebody's house and where everything is, and new beds, and figuring out where everything is in the kitchen, and dealing with new animals. I mean, there's challenges for sure. It's not always a bed of roses. And she said packing up, loading, unloading, getting used to a new area and all that. But, you know, it far outweighs all the pros where she's just having the time of her life. So I was thinking that I would probably combine some pet sitting jobs with also my other jobs that I have, and, you know, being on the road. So in any case, I'm hoping to do a couple of little trips in June, and then I've got a national park camping trip planned in July, which I'm very excited about. So that's where it's at, and that's the latest. That's all I got. I can show you a little bit around my camper again, and let me turn you around. So yeah, this is the door that I just did, and you can see it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it actually looks better than it did before, so that's really nice. This ledge was a little difficult for me to do because my brush was too big, so I'll have to get a smaller little brush for that. So right now I'm storing my camping stuff in here, and that's the clean waste toilet upside down there. I'm very happy about my little monitor stand I got, so I can sort of sit and watch TV on my monitor here. It's on a stand, and it's about, I don't know, how big is that thing? 13 inches or something, so it fits in there just perfectly in that little cubby hole, so that'll be nice to have. So this is the product that I just used. AFM Hard Seal, made by Safe Coat. It didn't have a strong bad smell or anything, and I was surprised how quickly it dried. So yeah, I think that's going to really help a lot with the off-gassing, so I'm really happy there's such a product that exists like that. I have my two 100 watt solar panels over there. I'm so anxious to get out and camp in my little teardrop again. They say that even imagining future adventures can help your mental health, and I can say that that is absolutely true. Just me imagining my future adventures in this lifts my spirits, so I'm anxious to get out there. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to do much camping in May, just because it's such a gorgeous month. It's been great weather here, and it's a good time to go. I think camping, spring and fall probably are my favorite times for camping. So that's all I have for now, and I will check back in some other time later. Take care.